MMA Boxing Talk here. This is a prediction video for Johny Hendricks versus Hector Lombard. It's taking place this Sunday, Halifax, UFC Fight Night 105. Let's get right into it. You know, this isn't an easy fight to predict. Both guys, Lombard and Hendricks, have had their fair share of losses lately. I know Lombard lost his last two, and losing both by TKO. Well, I guess Dan Henderson was a true KO, but he's been stopped his last two fights. So I mean, he hasn't been on the best track lately. Hector Lombard is also 39 years of age, so he's not a spring chicken anymore. Maybe that's the reason why he's been stopped in his last two fights. He comes out, looks great, but if the opponent can weather the storm, I mean, he is screwed once it comes to the second and third round, especially in his last two fights. Or will we see, Hector Lombard be a little more conservative, pick his spots, like he did in the Josh Burkman fight, which was a no contest, but he did win that fight. We'll see, Johny Hendricks, he's lost his last three in a row. And I mean, the last three in a row. Been struggling to make weight. I think the last two fights he's missed weight. Hector Lombard struggled to make weight lately too. So definitely the right move for these guys to go up to 185. They're definitely small middleweights, that's for sure. Height-wise, they're both 5'9". I think Lombard has a 2-inch reach advantage. Lombard, definitely the better striker in this one. Hendricks, solid college wrestler. Lombard's got some really good judo. So the grappling might be neutralized, I think, in this one. I will say, though, I could see Johny Hendricks getting some takedowns after the first round. If Hector Lombard ends up gassing, I could see Hendricks getting some takedowns. A weird fight to predict, Both guys have seen their better days. Basically, flip of a coin for this one. I mean, really, take your pick. But I'm picking Johny Hendricks in this one. I feel that he's definitely the more when he fights, he has more volume. Oftentimes, Johny Hendricks will outwork his opponents. When he does have success, he has success outworking his opponents, like we saw against Matt Brown. Obviously, bits and pieces of the two Lawler fights. He had some great moments, but he definitely works hard, and he's active in there. Where Hector Lombard, other than going for the kill, he likes to. I mean, when he's gassed, he's screwed. But I just think if Hector Lombard takes the approach like we saw in the Josh Burkman fight, where he's a little more composed in there, picks his spots, I could see Johny Hendricks outworking him in this fight and getting the decision. Of course, Lombard always has that power you got to worry about. But, when was the last time he stopped the guy, Of course, he came close to stopping Hendricks and Neil Magny. So, I mean, Hendricks could easily get stopped in this fight. But I'm picking Johny Hendricks. I think he'll squeak out a decision. I don't think it'll be pretty. But I think he will get some takedowns in the later rounds. That's just how I see it. But I don't see this being a pretty win for Johny Hendricks. But I think he'll get the job done. Like I said, not a whole lot, not very confident about this one. But let me know what you guys think, who you're taking. That's it for this one. If you like the video, subscribe. And check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.